Minasan, konnichi. What's up? Today I'm going to go over the one of the biggest stumbling blocks, I would say, while you're trying to master the art of Japanese language grammar, which is the particle between wa, yes, this is wa, not ha, and ga. That is the question. Which one should I use? Okay, let's go. So, point one. So, when you're not sure which one you should use, where is the main idea or information is what you want to probably start? So, let's start with wa. It's used immediately before delivered information. What the heck does that mean? Like this. Kenji-san, it's a guy's name, common Japanese boy's name. Nihonjin desu. This is a kanji for Japanese person. Nihonjin desu. So Kenji-san is a Japanese guy, Japanese person. So this information is what you really kind of want to convey. But let's say even if you don't know the name Kenji, but you're pointing at someone or you're talking about Kenjis as a topic, you can kind of skip Kenji-san. Kenji-san wa. Just say Nihonjin. Nihonjin is what you really, really want to emphasize or get to find out. Whereas ga is used immediately after delivered information. Kenji-san ga Nihonjin desu. I'm just kind of showing this photo. Let's say, oh, he's Japanese. And then you're already looking at this photo, so like, yeah, Japanese. You can actually skip Kenji-san wa and Nihonjin desu, right? Versus, let's say you have multiple guys in front of you or in a room where a lot of guys. And then the topic is Nihonjin. Who's the Japanese guy here? And that's the Kenji is the most important information. So ga, that basically points at the Kenji-san. So you basically I would say wa, something that is before wa, you can omit it and you can still kind of converse, have a conversation, versus without the Kenji-san, you can't really talk about it because you want to point at Kenji, who happens to be the Japanese guy. So wa is known as topic marker and ga is known as a subject marker. So let's just kind of compare. So topic marker, it can be subject marker too. Yeah. So topic can be anything that speaker wants to talk about. It in this sense, this is similar to English, kind of like speaking about blank. As for blank, like this. Speaking of myself, I'm a high school student. 私は高校生です。Speaking about this book, let's say you're like holding a book or pointing at the book, and somebody says, "Is it good? Interesting?" Yeah, this book is pretty interesting. Once again, you can skip 私はこの本は because when you're talking to someone, you already know you're pointing about yourself, you're pointing at the book, so that's the topic thing. Versus ga, you really cannot skip it. Yeah. So like you've been talking about, oh, I want to see Mount Fuji, Fujisan. And then you go, oh, that over there, are, without pointing at the Fujisan, that over there, you really cannot have a conversation. Fujisan desu, what is a Fujisan, right? So that is that. And so there are two sentences kind of commonly used in the kids' uh, like a folk tale. 昔々 long time ago. おじいさんがいました。昔々 who was there? It has to have the information おじいさん。But once the おじいさん comes out in the story, one day ある日 he went to the mountain. You can actually skip the おじいさん who went Of course, it's Oji-san, the old man, because we already talked about it beforehand. Does that make sense? Okay, so there are other usage of wa and ga. Wa is often used to contrast, like this. 本を読みます. 本を読みます. This is object marking. So 読みます is alone does not complete a sentence. Like I need to know what you read. It's 本. 本を読みました. But I didn't read this book. So maybe I read this book. この本を読みました. でも, however, この本は読みませんでした. I read this book, but I didn't read the other book. Does that make sense? So you want to compare and contrast. So oftentimes, wa in this usage, wa, the net and ending is negative. Okay. There are some question sentences you want to use. Who's coming? And that one, who is a question that you need to know. So 誰が来ますか? You really need to know who, right? And レイコさんが来ます. レイコさん. Because レイコさん is what you really want to know. What do you like? So liking is a keyword. 何が好きですか? I like 餃子が好きです. So this is called preference. So if you want to express your liking preference, you usually use が. What language can you speak? So this is, I use it, I say it, I label it as ability. What can you do? 何語ができますか? 英語ができます. でも、中国語は contrast できません. Notice? 英語ができます. I speak English. I can speak, understand English. But 中国語, Chinese, no can do. So in that sense, the wa is used as a contrast. Okay, other usage. Ga as an emphasis. イチローは学校へ行きました. Ichiro went to school. So this is the topic of Ichiro, talking about Ichiro's life. But you want to know who it is that went to school. Ichiro was the one who went to school. You see the difference? 車が欲しいです. So a lot of times it's same as the desire or preference. I like something. This is a desire. I want the car. 日本語がわかります. Same as できます. So it's ability. So all of these usually marked sentences that marked with the object o, but some verbs and adjective like this, liking, desire, potential, I can, yeah, ability, necessity, fear, envy. You replace the ga, o, with the ga. Okay, so like this. 明日友達日本に来ます. So 友達 is the one who's coming to Japan, so it's ga. You wouldn't say 明日友達は日本に来ます. It's really, you could say it, but it's really, I want to emphasize my friend. And once you put the 友達 out there, it's what? That friend? Basically, you can kind of get rid of 友達 part. 明日友達が日本に来ます. ホテルに泊まります. That's all you need. Okay? このケーキ cake. 誰が作りますか? Who made it? Of course, I did. You want to emphasize the who part, right? Let's try the fairy tale, the folk tale. 昔々, long time ago. あるところに, once upon a time, there, some place, おじいさんとおばあさんがいました. We need that because おじいさん、おばあさん are the main character at this point. ある日、おじいさんは one of the characters, he went to 山へ. おばあさんは川へ. So yeah, I mean, of course, you don't want to mix up おじいさん went to 洗濯, おばあさん went to 山. No. But these are kind of a important sentences. So おばあさん. But now, おばあさんが川で洗濯をしていると, because you want to know who was doing the laundry. 大きい桃が流れてきました. 流れてきました is a compound verb, 流れます、来ます, combined together, came streaming, floating around. Okay? おばあさんは、うわー、まあ、what a big peach. これは大きい桃だ。と言って、桃を拾って家に帰りました。picked up the giant peach and went home. おじいさんもびっくりして、こんなに大きい桃は初めて見たよ。I've never seen a huge giant peach in my life. おじいさんとおばあさんは桃を半分に切ると、So Grandma and Grandpa sliced the peach in half. 中から元気な男の子が出てきました。Because you want to know 男の子 is the one that popped out of the peach. おじいさんとおばあさんは This part you can literally cut it out. 男の子桃太郎と呼んで named the boy 桃太郎 and raised it. Raised the boy, raised him. The end. That was a Momotaro story. So I hope you understood the slight difference between wa and ga. Make sure you rewind it and watch it over and over again and try practice a lot more. Sayonara.